Okay, here we go, guys. Oh my god, man, Paramount have sent. Okay, Paramount screwed us over royally. Australia got delayed by like an hour and a half for the actual episode two, and it just totally fucked the watch party. Because the plan was to have it, an hour and a half, start an hour and a half ago. But yeah, we're starting it late. Hopefully, it's not gonna be too bad here. Okay. Let's see. Honestly, I think we should just start straight away because I know it's been a while. I know you guys have been waiting, and I assume some of you guys have already seen it by now. So yeah, I do apologize about the delay, guys. I really do. Just yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out next week to beat the delay because Australia is just for some reason just getting delayed. I don't know why, but yeah. I guess at least we can still see it, and it's not like a like in England or London issue. So you know what I mean. So we'll give it a go. Welcome guys. Armstrong, what's going on? Norbert, Frosty Ape, Chief Master, Ghost Frog, Honorable Mentioner. Welcome guys. Hey, thanks Ghost Frog. Thanks man. Appreciate you. Legend. Okay. Really, I'm just make sure we're all good, and then we'll just start. I do have a timer, so I'll do a countdown of 10 seconds, and then I'll hit my stopwatch, and you guys should see a stopwatch in the top right corner. So it should be this side, I think. I think. And it's yeah, so you guys can follow along. We'll talk. I'll be talking throughout the entire thing, basically. Not all the time, but I'll be talking a lot with what I see. Then after that, we'll have a massive discussion going into what we saw, if we liked it, if we disliked it, all of that good stuff. Yes. So yeah. If everyone's all ready to go, I will start it. Let me know if you guys are ready to go. Still can't believe Master Chief made a cameo. Hey Armstrong, I don't know what that emoji was. I think it's just not showing up on my screen. But the episode itself is 53 minutes long. It is called Unbound. It is I guess the synopsis or what it is about. John takes Quan to an old friend and learns more about the mystery object. Dr. Halsey has a plan. Interesting. Hey Francesco, what's going on? Welcome. If you guys are excited as I am, feel free to drop a like on the stream. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. But yeah, we'll jump into it. I think we'll go. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna give you guys a countdown of 10 seconds, and then we'll go. Yeah, copyright symbol. Gotcha, Carbon, and welcome Carbon, welcome man. Okay, let's just crack on. I think let's just crack on. Okay, so we'll start watching it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Quan just jumping over a cliff there. I'm really hoping this episode is good. I've heard bad things about it. I've heard mixed reviews about the episode, but we'll see. I still think that Elite is the Arbiter. I really think that Elite is the Arbiter. So I want to see more of Silver Team. I want to see more of just Chief tearing through the Covenant. But I've heard this episode may be filler, so we'll see. Hey, Chief Master, what's going on, man? Carbon, you enjoyed it? Hey, sick. That's good to hear. Hey, Andrew, what's going on, man? Welcome. So, if you're following along, guys, we didn't skip the intro, so we are still, yeah, 1 minute 30 in right now. So yeah, we didn't skip anything. We're still going. Okay, intro's done. Let's get it. Story building episode, not quite filler. Okay, okay. That's good then. That's good. 22 years ago. We're going to assume it's a young John. Yes, 117. There we go. Interesting. Hey, I don't mention what's doing good, man. Doing good. How about you? Is Cortana gonna be a replicant for Blade Runner? Soren. Hey, he said a Halo Secrets is coming. Doing good, doing good. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, Carbon. Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like a mix of the battle rifle or assault rifle. Very odd. Hey, Drake. Uh, right. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good then. That's pretty exciting. Hey, Ali, what's going on, man? Killer Raid, what's going on? This is an interesting setup though. So this is showing Soren leaving and Chief not choosing to go with him. And I assume we see Soren in this episode. Hey, Lee, Pelter, what's going on? Alright, back to Chief and Quan. Yo, the Condor's got some crazy ass light on it. What the hell? Okay. It is still weird seeing him without that helmet. I know in episode. Oh, God, man, I feel ya. I feel ya. Hope it gets released soon for you. Swords on still looks bionic. So making, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I guess. I assume you're talking about the older version. Adam, you didn't like the episode? Damn. Guy, you liked it though? Okay. Liked it so far? I mean, Chief just went AWOL to protect her, so... Yeah, very, very weird. Okay, we've got the intro. I still think this intro is awesome. I just wish it was a bit more Halo-esque in terms of the music. That's one thing this show is missing, and it's really noticeable, and that's the music. We are just really missing the iconic Marty O'Donnell music, or Michael, and also, what do you call it, Michael Salvatore music as well, you know. Like, this intro is awesome, but there's hints of the Halo music there, just not the entire thing. Still epic though. Nice its place, yeah. Andrew, what map do you want to see in Halo Infinite? Either a remake of Lockout or Narrows. Like, I'd really like to see a remake of one of those. Could have been an AI, yeah. Yeah, Carbon. Yeah, unique space animation. It did look pretty nice, I gotta say, like the colour and everything, they look nice. Back on Reach. Yeah, it's got hints of Halo, but it's not, you know. It also kind of feels like Avatar a little bit. I don't know. So Lord Hood. Mr. Melancholy, lock out a headlock. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. That's a good casting for Lord Hood, I reckon. I do think she's a perfect casting for Halsey. Kai and Vanek here. They look pretty darn... Damn. Alright, Silver Team do look pretty nice, I've got to say that. Yeah, they look solid. Okay, Condor just exits slit space. Damn, that was actually a pretty cool scene. Pretty cool shot, sorry. Yeah, there was a court case about it, Chief Master. So that's probably the reason why they aren't using it. At least it's not, you know, they don't use it as much as they should be. But what can you do? It is the one thing missing for sure. Alright, pretty intense asteroid scene. Okay. Hey, Kevin, what's going on, man? Kevin Crypto X here. Hey, I'm so happy you got your channel back, bro. God, I couldn't imagine if that happened to me, man. So I'm so happy that you got it back, bro. Hopefully everything's intact, everything's still there, and that you can get on making some reviews of this episode as well. Carbon, bigger fan of Steel Team's armor than casting. Fair enough. I mean, we haven't really seen the actors get really into it so far, but yeah, the armor does look good though. I agree with that. Trooper, you enjoyed episode 2? Hey, nice man. Just with some guys' video get nuked off the face of YouTube. It was a straight uncut. Oh god, that would do it. Oh, okay, that door was opening and I thought it was a Covenant door. It sounded so similar to that. That was so weird. Okay, Chief's just walked out into a, okay. You look like young Chief in the opening scene. Okay. I appreciate that. That's it. I'll take that as a compliment. Big time. What a terrible day for to work. Jesus, man. God. Yeah, no. When I saw it this morning, I couldn't believe it, man. I was just like, because I saw it happen to Unsorted Guy, and then I was just like, fuck. I was just thinking Halo YouTubers getting targeted, but man, I'm so happy you got it back though. But yeah, I can't imagine the stress of that. High charity door sound effect. It sounded like it, Toxic. Really did. Really did. I see you, Kevin. Thanks, man. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah. My man, Chief just pushed that out of the way. Alright, Chief does look fucking awesome here. Soren. So they're talking about Madrigal's politics now. That guy Vincent took over. So he'll be a recurring character for sure. Yeah, Frosty, I'd love to see that armor at some point too, man. Yeah, potentially Skullcruncher. I think season 2 will be Alpha Halo. Do think that for sure. Forklift has made it return. Greatest vehicle of all time. It's so funny just watching Chief just walk right through people. Yeah, soon, hopefully, Armstrong. Bro, that thing's gone pretty fast. I think he still does, Chief Master. I think. Because it still looks big, but unless he left before it, he might have left before the augmentations. I really hope we can look back to season one drought. Never have to relate to the yeah, yeah. I feel you relaxed. It's been pretty awful, man. In terms of Infinite. Yeah, he's a little smaller in comparison. Oh, he's got a kid. Is Chief going to take off his Mjolnir armor? Oh, he did. Okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, he's still. Oh, high charity, high charity. True undersuit, yeah. Is this the Arbiter? I feel like it is. I have enough. It is, mate. It is, yeah. We are currently 19 minutes 43 seconds in. Which one is truth? Hmm. So the profits look good. The profits look good, obviously, but I still feel a lot of people aren't going to like this plot line. AJJA's what's going, man? Where's the show? I can't, like, we're watching it at the same time, right? So you have to be watching it on your Paramount while I'm watching it on my Paramount. I've got the timer so you guys can follow along like at the exact same time, and we're kind of talking at the same time in the chat. As well as me talking, if that makes sense. Because I can't legally show it, otherwise I'll get copyright strike like that. But yeah. I hope that makes sense, mate. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's true, Armstrong. It's interesting, Mal. It's interesting. The elite looks nice. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay, talking about Cortana here. We're still watching it, Mr. Melancholy. So we're like 22 minutes in so far. So we still got about like 30 minutes left. But so far I am enjoying the episode. Interesting seeing Chief take off his Mio and her armor though. Hey, Clap Daddy, what's going on? Prophets could use some more giblets. Yeah, I agree. Yes. Sorry if there is a dog, I do apologise. I think one of the neighbours crossed. So I assume Cortana will be created using that Dr. Halsey clone, getting the brain tissue. I assume. UNSC politics, yeah. Yeah, yeah, true skull cruncher. That is something odd. Parangoski's on Halsey's side. That reminds me of the Star Wars council scene where Anakin walks in and he's just talking to the council. Alright, we're back on Madrigal here. Fuck, okay. My man's just executing a shit ton of insurrectionists. I really did like that actor though. He was in Game of Thrones as well, in the Night's Watch, and he was a fucking badass. Mm. Parangoski's so mad. Yeah, she was. I don't like how we are focusing on Madrigal though. Like, we're not, but it's a part of the story, and it's I don't know. Hey, see you, Skull Cruncher. See you, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I mean, there has always been politics in Halo. That is true. I mean, Chief in the undersuit does look pretty awesome. It is weird seeing him without the actual Mjolnir armor on him, but the undersuit still looks cool. Project Zell episode was terrible. Hey, we're about halfway through. I'll give you guys my verdict soon. Not sure who the blonde chick is. Hey, Team Money Moses, what's going on, man? I'm loving the show because we've finally seen the man under the suit, the human side of the Master Chief. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. The undersuit does look really cool. I have to look at the show as completely different from the games to enjoy it, I think, though. That's the way forward for me. Yeah, Magical. I mean, Magical was mentioned, I guess, in Call Protocol. Call Protocol. Yeah, maybe he didn't have his augmentations because I don't think Spartans can have children, right? I think because I'm pretty sure they injected the Spartans or the kids when they were getting the augmentations with a thing that would just kind of get rid of all the females and males. Like I think. Hey, thank you, Team Animals. Thank you, bro. OG, hey, nice man. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Hmm. Yeah, maybe Carbon. Hmm. His big foot reminds me. Yeah, Chief Master. Yeah, those interpretations of the undersuit. Okay, right. Interesting. I've not seen Nightfall in ages, but they can be reverted. That's interesting. Jibs, I think. Jibzilla, welcome, man. I think they care about the canon augmentation. That might be why he's removed that have and had kids, unless it was adopted. That's always on the cards. It's A Simon's gonna man. A thanks. I want to have a cool one behind me. I love how she calls her Dr. Halsey, not her mum. Still wondering how Chief removed his arm without the machine. Yeah, unless he just like ripped it right off or something. I didn't think about that. Now I'm just trying to imagine that. just, just imagine just ripping it right off. Oh. Armstrong, that you just that's tripping me out, bro. But I think you're right. Yeah, Daniel, I kind of agree. I've got a funny feeling as well. Season two will be focusing heavily on that, but I mean, I could be wrong here. Like with on Alpha Halo, but we'll see. I know I'm drunk. Sounds like a crazy guy. Yeah, I'm excited to see the grunts. Yeah, yeah, they have to be funny. Um, and I want to see some suicide grunts just running at Chief. That would be pretty good. Chief has just got run over, run over. My man get churros. Now I'm hungry. Carter's Spartan 3. George is the only one that's Spartan 2. Ah, right. Spartans can remove their arm themselves. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we haven't even got to the flood. I assume they're keeping the flood till season two until we get to the Halo Ring. But I would love to see them in this season. We'll see. Spawn 2s, Spawn 3s had way different orgs. Yeah, true. George did tower over the rest of the Noble team. Oh, right, ML. So, I think they're setting up the Master Chief to be special. Something as GS. My man just slicked the helmet. The fuck? I do wish he had his helmet on. But what can you do? What can you do? Hey, shush, yeah, man. Ghosts in action? Fuck, I would love to see that. I hope we see that. My man's a crackhead. If plasma pistols in this sleeve giant craters, what would a Furod cannon do? Imagine, imagine. Daniel, mantle of responsibility. Maybe that could be what it is because I know in the Halo, I know the intro Chief is reaching out to the For Honor object, so that could be that, or it's like the Reclaimer symbol. I'm not too sure. A blessed one. So maybe he goes right. Reclaimer. Hmm. He just gave it to Chief again. Chief stopped him. Another flashback. Hmm. Then the one they have, so I assume that's the female, Maki. But this guy's tripping me out, man. He's bro. I literally called this in my breakdown. So they're setting up a link between Maki and the Master Chief, being that they're both blessed ones that can activate the Forerunner artifact. Music's a bit. It's not Halo music, of course, but Reclaim the symbol indeed. maybe we will see the Halo ring in season one. Okay, so Chief is going to leave Quan behind. That makes sense to me. Then hopefully we're going to see Chief and Silver Team kick ass. That armor does look so good every time. Discord link. The Discord link should be in the. It's not. Fuck. My bad. Sorry, guys. Hang on. While this is running. Just gonna invite you guys. That's the Discord link. Feel free to join if you want to join. It's a pretty awesome Discord. So Chief is leaving by himself. Imagine when Forerunners are introduced. I don't know if they're going to go that far, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, see these moments would be so much more impactful if it was just the iconic Halo music. Why they've got Chief under arrest? Like I understand he disobeyed orders, but the Marines look really good. I gotta say, the Marines look top notch. The Warthog looks fantastic as well. Close up of the Forerunner artifact. Yeah, hopefully Chief keeps the helmet on for the next few episodes. Yeah. He had it off for most of this one. I think there's a couple minutes left here. Halsey, Chief one-on-one time. Interesting. Halsey is interesting here. Very, very mysterious. See, I don't. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with the helmet coming off, but I would have preferred it coming off like later in the series, like maybe halfway. Well, it's already happened, and I like seeing the undersuit. The undersuit's pretty cool, pretty darn cool. So Maki, the Covenant female, or the Covenant chick, is a blessed one, and Chief is a blessed one. Well, okay, we've just seen some. Okay, first time looking at Covenant tits. Okay, I was not prepared for that. To be honest, I was not prepared for that. Okay. Armstrong just like what? I'll be honest, I was not. I will take it, but okay. So she's actually gonna have Cortana, so I assume Cortana episode 3. Okay. Wait, hang on. Unless the clone. Okay, that's the episode done. We're gonna we're gonna digest this, and we're gonna talk about it here. I want to get your thoughts really quickly. Guys, if I was to ask you very quickly, like if you had to give this episode a rating out of 10, what would you give it? Just don't even think about it. Okay, obviously think about it. Don't think too much into it. Just simple out of 10. What would you give it? What rating would you give it? I'm still trying to digest what I've just seen there, and I'm just trying to think where I'm going to place it. But Scar 6 for me, maybe 5.5. Interesting. Second variable 7 out of 10. Okay. Marauder Shields 6. Okay. Guy 8. Damn. Carbon 7. Chief. Carlos 7 out of 10. T Money Mo 7.5. Okay. For Maki, I give 11 out of 10 here. Yeah, see, Maki's side boob. And let's just take a quick look, shall we? Let's take a quick look at. Oh. No. Where was that? Was it this? I'm just. It caught me off guard. I'll be honest. It caught me off guard. Anyway, Thunderbolt also a 7.5 out of 8. Sorry, 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. Toxic, 6 out of 10. Kemi, 6 out of 10, sets up a lot of stuff. This one's definitely an exposition dump, but not the worst I've seen. Yeah, I agree. Goose. Better. So overall, senior reactions. That's probably a lot better than what I was expecting to see from you guys. I think. God, I don't know how I can. I'm tossing. I'm really tossing up between a 6 or a 7 here. I'm tossing up between a 6 and a 7. I just don't know. It was definitely exposition heavy. I gave the first episode a 7.5 out of 10, purely because of the action for the most part. I feel like I'm going to give this one a 6. A 6.5 is a cop out, eh? I'm going to just choose 6 or 7. There are parts I liked in this episode. It's a bit, as we said, exposition heavy. Mackie boosts an extra point, I guess. No. I mean, I'm going to say 6.5. I don't think I can go higher or lower than 6.5. I know that's such a cop-out rating. But I'm going to say 6.5 out of 10. I think 6.5 out of 10. Like, it's not as bad. Like, it is definitely better than I was expecting for this episode. Because I heard episode 2 was going to be, like, dog shit. I watched Angry Joe's review on episode 2. And he said it was a disaster. He said it was not good. And I usually love all of his stuff. So I was expecting to go into this with a similar aspect. Or a similar mindset. I think... Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my rating, 6.5 out of 10. I think it was definitely exposition heavy. There was a lot that were dumping on us. There was no real combat. There was no real action scenes. I love the execution scenes of the humans getting executed. That was pretty darn cool. Ruthless, awesome. What else we got? The scene with Truth. Alright, the scene with the 3 prophets. I'm just trying to go through this here. The scene with the 3 prophets and the Arbiter, or the Special Elite, whatever we're going to call them. That was pretty cool as well. We kind of saw what the throne room looked like. Well, not really throne room, but like, you know, where the council was, I guess. It's pretty darn huge. One thing I found weird is that there was like no purple. So where the prophets were, it was like white, black, brown, but there was no like purple, like no shiny splashes of purple, which was a little interesting for me. So again, yeah. So that was interesting, but again, just missing that was a negative. I think we had the UNSC political scene where they're talking about Chief Madrigal. It kind of reminded me of the Jedi Order. I don't know why, but it just did. Again, that's a bit weird. I feel like that went on for a bit too long, perhaps. Then we cut back to... Then we have Chief and meeting up with Soren. Now, I like Soren's character. Soren's character is pretty cool. I'll be honest, though. I still am not a big fan of Quan. Nothing against her whatsoever. I just feel like Quan's character, in terms of like the Halo show and the grand setting of Halo, in terms of the grand setting of Halo, I just feel like I'd much rather it be on Chief, Silver Team, characters we know, or characters that we've never seen before, like an ODST team, or, you know, just, you know, you can't have the Master Chief and other people and have... I mean, okay, I'm getting a loop here. You certainly can have other characters in the show that we've never heard of before. But as long as they don't steal the spotlight, I'm fine. So it looks like Quan's going to be sidelined a bit for a while, which I think that's good, in my opinion, because I want to see just it focus on Chief and Silver Team. So that would be cool. The scenes with Silver Team, talking about Silver Team, the scenes with Silver Team where they were, you know, just in their Spartan armor, without their helmets, looked pretty darn nice, pretty darn cool. And the way their armor moved, it was heavy, it was loud, it felt pretty realistic. I don't know about you guys on that scene, But hey, what are you guys saying here? Angry Joe. So second variable. Angry Joe won't give this show anything good unless then it spoils for all action. Maybe. I mean, yeah. I feel like that's kind of the way they are. I mean, I usually do like, or I usually do agree with a lot of their reviews and stuff. But episode 2 is better than what they were saying. Like I was expecting like episode 2 to be a dumpster fire, like drop hard. I think it was just because there was no action. It was just an exposition heavy episode. That's why I guess they were saying that it was like that. But yeah, I think so. Like, all right. So no one has seen past episode 2. So episode 3 will be big. If episode 3 has a lot of action, good story building moments, a lot of character. I think we'll be looking good for the series going forward. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with my 6.5 rating. I think, again, as I said, seeing Mackie at the end boosts it just a bit. But I think, yeah. I think I'm not going to change it too much. I'm going to stick with my rating. That guy, that crackpot guy, the crackpot who touched the For Honor artifact, that scene was pretty good. I enjoyed that scene. It told us that Chief is a blessed one, Mackie is a blessed one, and they are the only two people, as far as we are aware, that can actually use that For Honor object, which will lead them to Halo or Alpha Halo. So that Golo in episode 3 will be great. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think so, Chief Master. I think so. Pablo said episode 6 is the episode we should look out for. Oh, interesting. And I like Pablo. I think Pablo's done a superb job as the Master Chief. I looked at him this episode and I was like, you know what? I can see it. I really can see him being the Master Chief. Like he definitely fully fits the build, fits the vibe as the Master Chief. But let's take another look at Mackie one more time. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing. Sin King gave it a 6.5. I gave last episode 1 a 7. Yeah, that's fair, man. So interested where it's going. Soon they're going to be with the ancient humans being forerunners. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. So I'm just reading what you guys are saying. Need to sleep, stop simping. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just that's funny. Yeah, I think I've just lost my thing. Yeah, so talking about the Forerunners, it'll be interesting to see like what direction they go with the Forerunners. I think like how heavy they're going to get into that. I still feel like they're not going to go too heavy into the Forerunners this season, and they're going to primarily focus on the Covenant as they should. Because if they start really delving deep into the Forerunners and you know the whole, I guess, ancient humanity Forerunner stuff, maybe that could confuse a lot of newcomers to the series. I'm just gonna put that out there. I assume that's going to be a talking point for people, but hey, we'll see. I definitely want this series, at least for the first season, to be very heavily focused on the Covenant, and then maybe have season 2 be when they, season 2 should be the whole plot of Halo Combat Evolved. I think that would work really well. If not, if what you guys are saying is true and Pablo Schreiber said episode 6 is the one to look out for, then perhaps episode 6 will be when we discover the Halo Ring. I mean, it's very possible. We could actually see the Halo Ring this season. So, yeah, we'll see. Joe has hit or missed taste and now been targeted. Hey, Bureau, let's see what Purified's saying here. This episode actually sits at a 10 out of 10 on IMDb with 26 ratings. But damn, I need to check that out. Hang on. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the vibe of the stream, or if you just want to be an absolute mad lad, feel free to drop a like on the stream. Definitely helps me out, pushes it out to more of my subs. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do that as well. Would absolutely love you if you could do that. I was going to say another thing about McKee there, but I've just stopped myself. Okay. I was going to search. Okay, let's search this up here. Halo episode 2 IMDb. Okay. So, what have we got here? It is saying, okay, hang on. Episode 2 is not. Well, hang on, I can show you guys this. What am I doing? Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight. Sorry. I can show you this. Let me do that. There we go. And let me move my face to the side. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look here. Thank you, Armstrong. Thank you, bro. We were expecting them at some point. For me, it's like in a sense of scale. Soren pretty much hypes the Rubble up as the maker of the Halo universe, and John just happens to know where that is. He did find it pretty quickly. I'm gonna just assume it was. Yeah, true. Unless he had like some previous knowledge of where they were, I guess that could be the only other thing. Bot trying to show us Mac eat cake. I can't. Man. So what's the actor's name? Nah, I'm kidding. I won't do that. Let's take a look. Hang on. Yeah. So I found that interesting. Marauder. I did find that interesting. I think as well. It may just be something that he knew of their whereabouts, and maybe just. Yeah, that is interesting actually, because how would he know about their whereabouts if it's a place like that? Still, I enjoyed that bit with Soren. But yeah. Armstrong got him. College like dirt in the sand. First blood, Armstrong. Episode 3. I'm hoping episode 3. I'm hoping episode 3 can be like an 8 out of 10. That's what we really need at this point. I've gone 7.5 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. If episode 3 was like an 8, I would be very, very happy going forward. You know, because not a single person has seen past episode 2 of this show. So episode 3 could be really good. Episode 3 could be something fantastic. But it also could be a dumpster fire. So we'll see. Guys, I swear to God, I'll get you to touch grass. I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, I can't. Fuck. Yeah, no, you guys are too funny. What was their plan though? The name didn't even make sense. Are you talking about Soren's people? I'm going to assume that's what we're talking about. Sinking. Full of Reach is a prediction. Yeah, I'd say that's quite likely. That's a good prediction. I think where they are at FleetCon on Reach, I think we'll see that just get torn to pieces. And maybe I hope they have the Pillar of Autumn and they don't just call it Pillar of Summer or something. That was a bad joke. And we find Alpha Halo, that way. Imagine they just change everything like a slight bit where instead of calling Alpha Halo, it's like Beta Halo or something like that. That would just be. I don't see that happening, but I guess that would make me laugh. Or cry. Hopeful reaches episode 7. I hope they find Halo or 9. I do want to see a Halo ring or the Halo ring in this series, in series 1, in season 1. Sorry. But again, I have heard that there's like a cliffhanger ending. So the cliffhanger ending, in my opinion, will be them arriving on, or it's not on, but to the Halo ring where we'll see them. I assume it'll be Chief getting on Pillar of Autumn with Cortana. They'll sit space away from Reach. They'll use the coordinates Cortana got, and they should arrive at Alpha Halo. That theoretically, that should be the steps. That should be, from where we are right now, that should be the end goal. And then season 2 should be all focused on the Master Chief. They can change it to have Silver Team with Chief. That might be a bit better in terms of like a series standpoint. But yeah, Halo Combat Evolved is literally gold. So if they were to follow a very similar storyline to that, have Captain Keyes become a Flood Proto Gravemind, that would be pretty darn cool. That would be pretty darn cool. I just realised I had this on here and I wasn't even checking. So sorry. Sorry, Purified. I'm going to scroll down to click on season 1. And so it was, okay, gotcha, man. Gotcha. That is my bad. Okay. Season 1. Okay, Unbound is a 10 out of 10. Unless 26 people so far. I mean, it's only 26 people, I guess, but that is interesting. I mean, that's a good sign. let's check what Rotten Tomatoes. Let's take a look at what Rotten Tomatoes is doing here. No consensus just yet. Interesting. I swear during the first watch party, we were able to have the first episode up there. Interesting, unless I'm just tripping out here. If they include Noble Team, that'd be so done. That'd be very, very cool. That would be very cool. Okay. Interesting. No, I can't see it, weirdly enough. I don't know if you guys can see the Paramount thing. I'm not too sure. Yeah, because a 10 out of 10 would have to be straight 10s. That's right. Check Metacritic. I don't know. I clicked on the hell in for there. Episode. TBD. Maybe it's just a little too early. Wait, what? Yeah, we can actually see the episode names here. Season 1, episode 9 is called Bamboozled. Bamboozled. Sorry, that's just funny. So the season finale is called Bamboozled. Is anyone else not find? Okay, I don't know. That might just be me. I find that a little funny. Then we've got, so episode 3 is Stowing Away, The Great Gate. So episode 4 is Great Gate. Episode 5 is Spaced Out. Episode 6, Fumbling in the Dark. Episode 7, Under Pressure. Episode 8, Rush Hour. Episode 9, Bamboozled. Surely that's, I know it's a word, but surely not. Surely not. I mean, okay, maybe that's like, that's funny. These are legit the episode names. Contact, Unbound, and then we've got the rest of them here, but I just can't believe the finale is called Bamboozled. So, I mean, they did say it's going to be a cliffhanger. Ah, Red vs. Blue reference. Okay, there you go. There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool then. Wow, that's bad on me then for not recognizing that. I don't know why I was just looking at that, just laughing, thinking, wow. That if it's okay, then that's good. Then that means I like that. Then that's pretty cool. So when they say bamboozled, then it's a betrayal. I'm assuming. Yeah, you've been tricked, backstabbed, and quite possibly bamboozled. Yeah. Okay. I think so. I still expect to see the Halo ring. But or maybe. Alright, I'm gonna throw this out there. What if it's Mackey coming to the good side, coming to the UNSC side because she starts to think that the Covenant are, fucking absolute megalomaniacs or absolutely crazy, trying to kill all life. What if she finds that out and is like, okay, I'm gonna deject and jump over to the UNSC side? What if she is the one tricking the Covenant? That could be interesting. I'd like to see more evidence of the UNSC at war with the Cubbies and losing. Yeah, I think so as well. It also, from what I'm noticing as well, it also doesn't seem so, not, I want to say urgent, like before, at least leading all the way up to Reach and to Halo 1, I guess. It was, the UNSC were under heavy pressure, like in terms of the Covenant. The Covenant were on their ass, glassing everything. And then by the time they got to Reach, it was just, that's it, done. Hey, Ryan, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. I want Noble 6 to show up at some point. I would love to see all of Noble Team show up at some point. I don't think it will happen, just knowing that there's no castings for anything like that. But who knows? Imagine Season 2 or something like that. But I do think we're going to see the demise of Reach in Season 1, but seeing like an Easter egg of Noble 6 would be pretty darn cool. But yeah, I am interested. I am really intrigued I'm really intrigued to see how the series, how season one's gonna end. I know we're thinking very far into the future there because that's gonna be May 19th, which is 2 months away. But that's interesting. That is interesting. I just that's pretty cool though. Hey, Hype Frog, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Or maybe that could be something as well. What if the prophets have Mackie killed? That could be something too. Man, maybe Mackie gets killed just before season 2, or before they discover the Halo ring, and maybe that's how they can kind of convert it to the more original Halo story that we kind of are a lot more familiar with, per se. Like with Halo 1, I guess. Maybe showing Chief getting to Alpha Halo, and it's the three prophets. Sending Thelvadim in the Fleet of Particular Justice. I think it's that Fleet of Particular Justice. Yes, it was. Yeah, and they can what do you call it? Just basically follow that plot so in a similar fashion, and honestly, it should be good. Like seriously, that would be good. That would be successful. But man, you don't know. With this show, you don't know. Episode 3 could be awesome. Episode 3 could be a dumpster fire. You don't know. We really don't know at this point. But should we got a Kiwi? Betrayal for Mercy, perhaps. I definitely think it's either Mackie's going to get betrayed. Well, sorry, I'm just saying what Purified's saying there. Those aren't the episode names. I believe Halo, the series on Twitter, released a 15-second trailer showing all the episode names. I remember seeing Reclaimer. Right. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Mercy, I do think we'll kill. I was about to say we'll kill her. I do think Mercy will end up killing her. I feel like that's the way they're going to go. They are very obviously stringing her along. So I think in terms of the overarching plot, that makes sense. And the Elite becomes center stage. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. But also that Elite he kind of reminds me of the Arbiter because his active camouflage was temporary, or it had like a temporary active camouflage. In episode 1, he applied it. He was running, and then after like a few seconds, it just decloaked. So. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he may be Thelvadim. Maybe not though. I don't know. He could just be a special elite, but they did call him Cardon. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. There are things I'm excited about going forward. I think episode 2 was better than I expected again, which is good. It makes me happy. But still, it wasn't like this mind-blowing experience or a fantastic experience by any means. I'd still give it a 6.5 out of 10 for episode 2. And I still will do a proper review, I think. I want to do that. And I'll get that out to you guys relatively soon. Hey, Fong, what's going on, man? Hey, Ryan, what's going on? What if Mackie is actually relative? Mackie is relative to Darth Vader. Sorry, I just saw that. But yeah, I will have a review, and I don't know if I'm going to do a full breakdown this time, guys. I'll see, because it took me so many attempts to get my breakdown up. I literally did not get my Halo episode 1 breakdown up until yesterday, because Paramount kept stuffing me up, man. They kept screwing me over left, right, and center. So we'll see. I definitely want to still do like a proper review of the episode and give my rating and give my thoughts on the episode. In terms of a breakdown, we'll see. We will see. Or she get taken over by the flood. I would love to see like even a tease of the flood in this season. I think series. I cannot talk now, man. So sorry, guys. I think season 2 will for sure be the flood and on the Halo ring. That would make sense. Arbiter wasn't the Arbiter until after the Giant Space Donut was destroyed. That's true. So it could still be. I mean, with that said, the armor itself is black. It's special. But I don't think it's the actual. I mean, it's obviously not the actual arbiter armor. It's not silver. Um, donut. But so it very well could just. I mean, again, with that said, the showrunners have changed a few things or a lot of things, so that could actually be the arbiter's armor per se. But as you guys are saying, that's correct. He doesn't become the arbiter until the end of Halo 1 or start of Halo 2. And so that could be very well the case where Chief blows up Alpha Halo, and then he gets disgraced, becomes the arbiter after that. Yeah, I think the Flood will be season 2. I think Flood season 2. I did watch the new season trailer. Yes, I did, and it was interesting. Cortana looked a bit more blue there. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. She's not as she's still a little too human for my liking. Like, she's not a full hologram or like AI per se. I mean, she is, but she's not like I don't know how to explain it. She just, when I looked at her yesterday in that trailer, I just thought it was a tiny bit too human like. I don't know. I think what if the Elite is promoted to Shipmaster after his discovery of the ring, then he gets destroyed and he becomes the Arbiter. Ooh, that's actually a good idea there. Good idea right there. See, I think something like that would be quite interesting if they were to follow a plot point like that. So, I think the Elite armor is just black because Spec Ops. I do hope as well we see like different variations of the Elite. So we've got the Red Elite, which was the Elite Commander, and he looks pretty cool. But as we all know, the armor is very different to what we've seen before. The Black Elite has, I'll pull them up. I'll pull them up on the screen. But the Black Elite, if I can just do this, the Black Elite, Black Elite. I spoke about him for a while. You can see how his helmet thingy slash, fuck, I don't know what we can call it, kind of dips down on him. But if we look at this one, see how the Elite Commander has like a totally different look. I'm finding this one hard to explain. Okay, you can see it there, but that color there is not pure black. Like the one we saw earlier was pure black. Unless I'm gonna have to just do this right here. Fucking, I've got so much video stuff here. Bear with me. Nope, wrong Elite. Fuck. I've got too much shit on you. Okay, I'm losing you. Sorry guys, I'm losing you. Fuck, I'm trying to. Okay, I think you guys know who I'm talking about when I'm saying the Black Elite. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. But his armor is just purely black. So, you can purify it. I'll open it on here. But yeah, Ghost Rug, we do. Yeah, so we need the neon orange honor guards. So that was one thing I didn't like about episode 1. The honor guards, they just did not look the way they should have, in my opinion. They just were lacking color. They were lacking individuality, I guess you could say, because it was almost just looking. It really, they just looked like normal elites. Holding the spears, similar to Halo Wars. So yeah. They need to. I do want to see more splashes of color in the Covenant. That's something I really want to see. But yeah, again, I don't know if we're going to see that per se with the elites. I think we still will see different variations of the elites as we have already seen. And as 30 Red says there, imagine an Elite Ultra or an Ultra Elite. That would be very, very cool. That would be very cool. Instant strike from the images. God, it wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Vanek saying come to Daddy. He did say it. Yeah, he did. Hey, all good, Norman. Thank you for hanging out with us, bro. See you, mate. Have a good one. The non-honourable honor. Oh man, yeah, God. Look, it's still interesting. I like how they had, what do you call it? I like how they had the spears from Halo Wars. Like I think they're almost the exact same rendition of the spears, but still, we're just missing that color. We're missing that color there, you know. He just went to the OBS Infinite Dimension. Oh man, that thing trips me out too. Don't worry, trips me out too. Oh man, God. What surprised me is the CGI is pretty good. I mean, that episode didn't really have anything too crazy, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's definitely a lot better than I was expecting. With that said, they've got a $90 million budget, $10 million per episode, so the CGI should not be lackluster by any stretch of the imagination. But so far, pretty darn decent in terms of CGI, besides some areas in the first episode. Very quickly, Ryan, Pablo Estrada did mention that there will be brutes, jackals, and grunts. So brutes will be something we'll see, I assume, later on in the season. But I'm just going to assume they're going to be like massive because the elites already look pretty big. So just imagine how big these brutes will be. They're going to be massive. I need some of those models, these for CGI. Also, a note on Infinite, brutes have purple blood instead of the red blood they had previously. I wasn't even aware of that, Armstrong. Damn. Purified. Purified has just swapped the episode titles. So we've got Contact, Unbound, Emergence. Ooh, Emergence. Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming. Reckoning, Solace, Inheritance, Allegiance, Transcendence. Interesting. Transcendence. Wasn't there a bit in Halo 4 where the librarian was saying to Chief that he had to transcend? Unless I've just got that wrong. You don't notice that the Condor has been getting a lot of love recently. Yes, yeah, that's true. I think that's really good to see. I've always been fascinated by the Condor, I guess, and that's something I like to one day fly. You know, but I love the Pelican glitch in Halo Infinite. You know, where you can just fly the Pelican around everywhere. I do love that. But I don't know how I found out. But yeah, seeing the Condor, I agree. Seeing the Condor recently has been very good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we have seen a photo of the jackals, which they look pretty cool, and they sport the classic design as well, if I remember correctly seeing that. So that is pretty good. But yeah, those episode names are pretty nice. Alright, guys, I think, look, like the watch party was so damn late, and I apologize, but for some reason, Australia just got destroyed by Paramount. They delayed us for like an hour and a half, so I really hope that's not the case for next week's watch party. But yeah, if it's the case, if it's the same thing where I'm an hour and a half late with the rest of the world, it's going to make it really hard to do the watch parties because obviously by that stage, a lot of people will have watched it. So I need to think. Yeah, we'll see. I love these watch parties. I love talking with you guys while we're watching it, and of course afterwards. It's a lot of damn fun. So yeah, I still think I need to think of a plan to see it right as it drops, you know. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out with me, watching, leaving a like on the stream, subscribing if you've subscribed. Yeah, it means a lot, guys. The support really does mean a lot to me, and I will have my proper review for episode 2 releasing pretty darn soon after this. I will stop this and I will get recording right away. To give you guys my brutal, honest... Okay, that's what inexperience is. To give you my honest thoughts on the episode, I guess. Yeah, definitely better than I thought. For anyone that's just checking in, tuning in, I've given this episode a 6.5 out of 10. Not great, but I'd say just a bit above average, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Marauder, looking forward to next week's chat. Likewise, man. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream up there. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will catch you all in the next video stream, probably video very soon. Okay, awesome guys, thank you very much, have a good one.